Hey, when your granddaughter wants to be in on the video, how can you say no?
Hey Stew Burners, my name is Lyla and this is my assistant Pappi, or Mike the Stew Burner.
I'm the assistant today. She's my boss.
You might have recognized my name from the Pappi video that I was featured in.
And today, we're going to be making something that her mom used to make for me when she worked for me at my old coffee shop, tuna pasta toss. So, hey, stay tuned. We're going to show you how we're going to make this favorite that actually Lyla improved. So you're going to get her version of my old recipe. So stay tuned. Okay, so we're going to make a souped up version of my old recipe with Lyla Peanut here taking the controls. Let me tell you what I put in. Very simple. I mean, this dish I served at my shop for lunch every day, and we sell out every day. I had a lady that would come in every day just for this. And it's simple. It's tuna pasta toss, otherwise known as tuna pasta salad. And mine was simple. 3 ingredients. I had pasta, whether it be elbows. Today we're going to use rotini, tricolor rotini. I would use some tuna and mayonnaise. That's it. Maybe a little bit of salt and pepper. However,
how I make it better is that I use bread and butter, pickle chips, and Old Bay seasoning.
That's this right there. And she made this for us last week, day after Christmas, right?
Yep.
Day after Christmas, we're just kind of lazing around, and Lyla decided she's hungry, she's going to make lunch, and she pulled out my old tuna pasta dish, and it was good. And then when she told me, hey, Pappi, do we have any Old Bay? I'm like, huh? I'm like, whoa, okay, so this is going to be good. And it was. We all feasted on it, and guess what? There was none left. So it's good. Trust us, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So let's get started. We've got some water boiling right now. You need to be very careful. This is something you can make with your kids, your grandkids, or whatever. I'm doing mine today with my grandkid, Lyla Peanut. So I'm going to, don't let the kids do this part, okay? Because this is hot. I'm going to take this off. Whew, hot. We're going to get the pasta going, all right? We're going to make sure that when you put the pasta in the pot, we stir it. Because if you just put the pasta in the pot without stirring, it's going to get all stuck together, and we don't want that. In the pot it goes. Yeah, well, I'll just throw it away over here.
Oh.
Watch this. Throw it away, right?
Okay.
I'll pick it up later.
Okay.
Okay? So we get the pasta in the pot, we give it a good stir for just a few seconds, maybe 20 seconds. Okay, so we don't want this to stick together, right?
Yep.
Sticky pasta is kind of crappy to deal with.
It's
all right,
gross.
There we go. Put the top back on. One of my favorite new toys is the anti-boil-over disc, I guess.
It looks like a flower.
It looks like a flower? It does. Look at it. It looks like a pretty flower. But that flour keeps it from boiling over and making a mess. It works, trust me. Then, all right, let's get this out of the way. So we're going to let that boil. Now, here's an important thing about pasta. What do we not want to do with pasta? Overcook it, right?
Oh, yeah.
We don't want mushy pasta, no. No mushy pasta on this wash, right?
No.
All right, so we're going to cook this probably about 8 minutes. So I'm going to set a timer. Hey, Echo, set timer for 8 minutes.
8 minutes, starting now.
She's so helpful. Anyways, next thing we're going to do is we're going to drain our tuna. Now, I'm going to let Lyla drain the tuna, which we have already opened. Now, I'm going to give you a little safety tip after we do the draining, but we want to get all that juice out of there, so go ahead and squeeze it into the bowl. Squeeze it in. There we go. We don't want all that juice. We don't want that making this pasta toss soupy. All right, set that to the side. Oh, you're getting it all out, aren't you? We're going for all. All right, that's good. Okay, now, Lyla Peanut has all the tuna drained. Now we're going to go ahead, take the tuna out of the cans and put it into our bowl. So go ahead, Lyla. Very carefully. You might, there you go. Let me get you a little spoon here. Help scoop that out.
Thank you.
Now be very careful with the lids. We want to make sure we set the lids to the side. Now, while Lyla keeps forking out the tuna here, I'm going to show you. I put the lid inside the can and I squeeze that so that lid doesn't come off and cut somebody when we put it in the trash. Could cut the trash man, could cut the person that's taking the trash out, could cut the person that's at the processing plant. We don't want that. I've seen that happen on board ship. Not a good thing. So how are we looking here? Good? Okay, we'll keep going. We got one more can to go. And I am thinking, because we got a little time here, that we may throw in a little bonus footage here. What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think the bonus should be?
Let's go with some iced tea.
Iced tea. Okay. Well, I just happen to have 6 bags steeped into the side of Earl Grey, which we made last week, right? It was really good. So we're going to have that with our lunch today as well. So we'll show you how to make some fresh iced tea, sweetened iced tea, Lyla Peanut style. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. There's the tuna. There you go. Just be very careful. Now, I wouldn't recommend this for little kids. You know, I was kind of a grown kid. But the little kids, parents, you need to be taking care of this and that. Alrighty. So she's breaking up the tuna right now. Why?
That way it's not all chunky.
We don't like it too chunky, right? Alright, so we're breaking up. Now, you could substitute shrimp. You could substitute chicken.
Salad. Chicken
You
salad.
could make chicken pasta toss. You could even, and we've done this before, when we've had fresh grilled tuna on the grill, and we had tuna left over, let that chill down, and we break up the fresh grilled tuna. That's really good as well. Now, another tip. I make sure that I chill my tuna overnight. So everything that's going in this bowl is going to be cold. Even the pasta when it's done cooking. We're going to rinse that off. We're going to chill it down instantly. So everything going in the bowl is cold. And then we can eat it pretty soon. We got 5 seconds left on our timer. Echo. Stop. Echo. Stop.
She can kind of ignore us sometimes.
Yeah, she kind of ignores me sometimes too. It's aggravating. Alright, so the pasta is probably pretty much near done. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. I'm going to drain this. I wouldn't recommend little kids picking up these pots. They will burn themselves. Is that hot? Tell me. Oops, steam being hot, right?
Yeah.
Don't want to be doing that. Pull that away. In the sink it goes. Now, let's go. What are we looking at here?
It looks pretty good.
Let's take one out and let's test it. There we go. Let's put it right on the board there. Put it right on the board. Yep.
We got this little noodle right
Let's
here.
see. Is this done? It feels done. It's done. Al dente. Do you know what al dente means?
No.
To the tooth. Not mushy, not undercooked, but right in between. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna rinse the pasta, chill it down, then we'll be back to pull this together.
Here you can see our glass pitcher with ice in it, and we have our hot brewed ice that we're gonna make iced tea.
Extra strong
Extra
hot tea, because we're going to dilute it when we put it on the ice, right?
Yes.
And we've got half a cup of sugar. We'll put the sugar on the ice first. We'll go ahead and do that. Why do we do that? Just because we're going to make sure we get it all incorporated when we go to stir it, right?
Yep.
Then we're going to go ahead and throw the tea right on top of that. And you don't want to grab the side with your hand though, because that's going to be hot. A little warm, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, now just give it a really good stir. Now we're just going to stir that until all the sugar's dissolved and we've got good iced tea. Almost Southern style. And she would know because she lives down in Georgia, so they're big on their iced tea down in Georgia. Trust me. They're sweet iced tea. How's it looking? Looking pretty darn good, huh?
It's looking good.
Oh, okay. Keep stirring. I think that sugar's got a little more dissolved into there. Alright. I think you could probably pour a little bit in that cup and give us a taste and tell us what it tastes like. What do you think? Should we test it?
Yes.
Alright, so that's a test here. We're going to do just a little dab. Almost like, we're testing wine or something, right?
I haven't tried wine.
Oh, well, we had some fake wine for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so just give it a little bit of, just a pour, a little pour. A tester pour. A little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. I'll let you test it.
Cheers.
Is that a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
It's good sweet tea.
Okay, very good.
Thumbs up.
Alright, so we'll set that to the side. So now you got a bonus. We made some sweet tea. First time ever on Mike the Stew Burner, sweet tea. Now what do we got here? We got all the tuna. Good, yeah, we ate that last drop, right? So we got the tuna broken up. Now we got the pasta, and we did a quick cool on the pasta. What we did, wintertime here, so the water coming out of the tap is ice cold. So we were able to get the temperature down pretty quickly with the pasta. So what are we going to do now? You want me to dump it in there? Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to dump that in there.
Before we get anywhere else, I would like to say that the kind of pasta that we are using is tricolor.
Rotini.
Yes, rotini.
Tricolor rotini. Why are we going with tricolor rotini?
Because it looks better on camera.
Yeah, because it
obviously.
looks better on camera. That's right. And you could use what?
You
Elbows?
Yeah, you could use elbows, the bow ties,
Shells?
shells, anything you really want
Spaghetti?
to do. It'd be a little weird, but
Okay.
you do you. You do you, boo boo.
That's right. You do you, boo boo. All right. What else we got? We're
Just
gonna.
gonna-
What else? We're just gonna toss. We're gonna toss that a little bit first, and
Yeah.
then what? We're gonna
Then,
add some what?
then we're going to add some mayonnaise.
Okay. Now we don't want to go in too heavy on the mayonnaise at first. Why?
Because it's going to give it a weird taste.
That, but we don't want to put too much in because we can't take the mayonnaise out after we start, can we? So we'll just kind of gradually add up. So go ahead, pop some in there. Probably pop about 2 more good spoonfuls. I think we're going to end up using about a half a cup of mayo. I think. Now, are you going to do the bread and butter chips too at the same time? So we mix everything at one time? I'll give you a better spoon too. There you go. Something more robust. Now, last time she chopped these, but we kind of discussed this, and because they're so thin, these are really nice. We got this from the Amish store over in Lancaster, and they're like super thin. So I'm thinking for the texture wise, we're not going to chop them this time, right? At least that's what we voted on, right?
Yep.
And we spilled some there, but no big deal.
No big deal.
You
Just
wash your hands,
put it off to the side.
put it off to the side. Okay, how much do you usually put in there?
Usually we put in how much we usually think is the correct amount, like
How it
maybe-
tastes to you? And so if it tastes good, it's good to go.
Yeah.
All right. So
So
I'm
you
not,
notice last time we didn't put as much pickles in, and
it was a little flat last time.
yeah.
All right, so I'll let you go ahead and mix, because you can taste that, and then if we'll go with more. Why not? All right. So go ahead and give that a good stir. When do you put the yellow bay in? That was the one that threw me last time, which I think is a great idea because we're kind of close to Baltimore, Chesapeake, so I guess we could call this a Chesapeake style tuna pasta toss.
Yeah.
Okay, well I guess that's what we're gonna call it. It's looking good though. You might want to do though is you might want to pull your sleeves up. Yeah, there you go. That's what chefs do. They pull them up. And did y'all see the picture in the beginning of this video? The little chef in the making? That was, I don't know, about 5 years ago when she had the cooking bug. Start them early. Hey, because they could be cooking for you one day. And you don't want them to learn all the good things in life, like cooking. It is a good thing in life, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So you can just cook something your own when you want, how you want it.
Yep.
Yep, you're not going to be one of those, oh, I don't know how to cook anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That looks pretty darn good.
And now, since we have this all added in, we can add in the Old Bay.
Okay, how much?
I would say I wouldn't add too much, otherwise it can get a little.
Yeah. So you know what I do? Let me go show you a trick. I'm going to show you a Pappi trick. We don't want to jump this straight in because if something happens to your arm and you lose control and you put a bunch in there, we're pretty much, yeah. I like to do, put what I think I'm going to put in there in the palm of my hand. That's a little more. So you tell me when to stop. What do you think? Good?
Let me mix it up really quick. Maybe a little bit more.
Maybe a little more. I just threw it all in the sink. Oh well. We'll go back, right? Maybe we'll taste it first and then we'll decide.
Yeah.
Because then we could always sprinkle some on top when we're done
To
for a
add
little garnish, you know? Make it look.
Bizarre.
Yeah. Bizarre.
Bizarre.
What do you think? Really good?
Yeah.
We time for a taste? No. We don't want to do it that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to move this out of the way. I think your mayonnaise is just about there. What do you think? I don't think you need that anymore. All right. I'm going to get a fork. You're going to taste it, and you're going to tell me if we need to put more Old Bay in, okay?
Alrighty.
All right. There you go.
Alright.
Let us know what you think.
I would have more Old Bay.
Oh, more Old Bay? Okay. That's why we don't go into all at the same time or all at once. All right.
Other than that, it's really good.
So right now we've put about a half a tablespoon in at this point here with the extra I just put in. I think, ooh, I can smell it now, so I'm thinking we're there.
You also wanted that to make sure you can also still kind of see the little red dots that Old Bay adds to it.
Really? Okay, cool. Hey. All right, you might want to pull your sleeve back up there. I think we're good.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's give it another test.
let's give another test.
Oh, all the needles are falling.
What do you think? Is that that? All right,
That's
So-
good tuna.
guess what?
What?
Before I test, we're going to do some business. We got to do some business. There's always a little business involved in all these videos. So, this episode shout out is to all you soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, coasties out there with
Infantry.
kids. And who else?
Infantry.
Infantry. Well, what's a soldier?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, all you want to come this way, Ben. All right, so we got to get some business out of the way because that's what you're going to do for these videos. So this episode shout out goes to all you soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen, coasties out there with kids that want to learn how to cook. So it's up to you to watch my videos and show them how to cook. Okay, so this is all dedicated to you. All right. I think I'm going to test it. See if it's any good. It smells good. Believe it or not. We can smell it, can't you? See, people don't believe me, I think, sometimes when I say, oh, it smells good. You really can. You can smell it, right?
I can smell
It
it.
smells good, right? You just saw I'm not really lying, am I?
No.
All right.
Can you smell it?
She's too far away. She doesn't like to say anything on video either. She's really quiet. I think she said like 2 things the entire... I got like almost 100 something videos. I've heard 2 things. All right. She's a good camera lady, right? All right, here we go. Moment of truth.
Good, am I right?
This is better than last week.
It is.
You know
better.
why?
Why?
You put a little more Old Bay in there. And I like the texture of the rotini. And I like the texture of the pickles. So I think we made a good call there. So, it's good. You know? What do you think? Winner, winner?
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
It's not chicken, it's tuna.
Yeah, tuna dinner.
Tuna dinner. So, hey,
You can always have
Yeah.
a nice iced
go ahead,
tea.
pour some tea. Take a swig of tea. We got a little mess over here, but it's not huge. We didn't make a ton of mess, did we?
No.
All right, really easy. You saw how it's made. Super simple. Something you can do on one of these great lunch things. Something you do on one of these days where you really can't go out, especially down here in the Mid-Atlantic. Wintertime, it's not snowing outside, it's raining. Well, we can't go out and play in the snow here because there doesn't really enough snow.
Or you can just bring it to a picnic to impress your friends.
That's right. You can do it in the summertime. Bring it to a picnic. Impress your friends. Take it to lunch to school. Whatever. Work. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, share. And right over here,
Follow me on TikTok.
follow her on TikTok. I'll see if I can find a TikTok link or something like that. And right over here, hit my logo, punch on it, and it makes it a lot easier to subscribe. So until next time, thanks, and we'll see you.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Is that a wrap?